Hello, drivers. Welcome to ARA Stewarding, Season 7, Round 8 at Road Atlanta. We're starting here in Split 1, and our first incident is on Heat 2, Lap 4, involving Michael and Zoltan. It already looks like it's going to get spicy here.
Um, so
A couple, couple of things already here.
is there overlap? I mean, kind of. It's a tiny amount. He's got a run. Although I think it's maybe Michael lifting off more than Zoltan having a run. But either way, there is overlap well before the turning point. So now the question is, does Zoltan hold his line to a reasonable degree? He hits the apex well.
Yeah, like it's it's tight for sure. There's not a lot of room there.
I mean,
But
I think, I mean, I don't think Zoltan's doing anything terribly wrong here, to be honest. Like, right here is the contact. Um, I mean, you could say considering it is three wide, you might want to hold the inside more, but I mean, there is space. But,
yeah, obviously in the first place, like being only lap 4, I don't think going 3 wide was the best choice, especially when cars are going to be slow ahead. But he couldn't have done much of a better job making it
right.
3 wide. I think he could have optimized the entry a little bit more. Maybe that would have put him on a better angle here at the apex. But again, like we're talking about 2 feet here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's not the best decision, but Zoltan has every right to go for this, and it just didn't work out really. I'd say it's a racing incident stemming from a movie that wasn't really on, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what have we got next? Kyle, and that is on Heat 1, lap 9.
Oh. Huh.
So, I mean, this is a prime example of why you make your decision early. Like at this point, Jan is moving left in a right hander. And I mean, Kyle is leaving him plenty of run. I think this is pretty straightforward, really.
Mm-hmm.
No to Jan. Um, is it a standard 2 pointer or 3?
I think 2. It just yeah, Zoltan and Jan are both going to the right at the same time. It's not like Zoltan is moving with them. So yeah, I don't know how that applies to the actual penalty itself, but I just thought I'd mention that. No, but I think 2 points for Jan there.
Yeah. And that's it for split 1 already.
Okay, we're in split 2 now. The first incident is in heat 1, lap 8, involving Travis and Ian. Yeah, pretty pretty straightforward one there. Definitely too late on the brakes, and then trying to compensate by braking more, but we're just into ABS at that point.
Yeah, just breaking.
Question is it a 2 or a 3? I guess that's hard to say. It's not really on a straight, I guess. Yep.
The next one is Zombie. That is on heat 2, lap 10. Little bit of a squeeze, apparently. Yeah, I mean, Dominicus definitely didn't leave enough room, but at the same time, there's a little bit of nut code there actually, which kind of accelerated his rotation. Even so, it doesn't look like there's going to be enough room. So, student perspective, Dominicus definitely squeezed a little bit, but coaching perspective, this move wasn't really on. By this point, there's barely any overlap. The line is so tight here. Dominicus is going to get the run. So, all trying to keep your nose in here is create a dangerous situation. Which, of course, it is the last lap. Of course, you want to fight for the position, but and then from Dominica's point of view, squeezing that much wasn't necessary for the reasons I just said. The car on the inside line is really tight. The outside line is always going to get the better run anyway. So I think both drivers being a little bit stubborn, taking risks that weren't really needed. In terms of penalty, though, what do you think?
I think the only thing we do see is Dominicus not leaving enough room in terms of like, again, like coaching perspective. There's a few things that are off, especially like Nizami. If Nizami doesn't miss the apex that much in the left-hander, then it's probably just a door bang into the second apex rather than a pit maneuver, just like angle-wise. I don't know. We could go like a point to Dominicus, maybe. But at the same time, I think you're right. Like, it's a bit of a force from the 133 car.
Yeah, I'd say 1 point for Dominicus, just because ultimately it is on him. But Sean and Zombie probably shouldn't have gone for this move, but like I said for the first one, they have every right to go for the move, and it's up to the car on the outside to execute it and swing it around the outside. But yeah, I think if anybody's at fault legally, it is Dominicus, but they both contributed to it, and they both. Dominicus really lost some time here.
Mm-hmm.
Although I've got a feeling we might come back to this.
Yeah.
Next one. Let's see, heat 2, lap 1. No, heat 2, lap 1. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, there was never. Yeah, there was a cars width right here, but Travis is already going into the grass before there's even any overlap.
Ooh.
And
I don't know. I I do think there would be a spotter call here though, and then there's definitely another move to the left by the 74.
Yeah.
Right there. I understand there's your spotter is probably already screaming at you opening lap and such, but
Also, you probably wouldn't expect someone to be there. Like, that's not really space. I guess. I mean, don't know for sure. I think what makes this a tricky one is Travis drives himself into the grass right here before there was any overlap. Like, if Travis just kept it on the track, then it'd be a bit more cut and dry. I'm not sure, to be honest.
right. Also, I don't think the outside of 3 wide into turn 1 here has ever worked. Like ever.
Yeah. I think yeah, because Travis puts himself on the grass, he tries to overtake outside of the track, which is not legal. But then at the same time, the car in front does squeeze. So I'd say legally on Travis, sure, the car could have done more in terms of self-preservation, but we don't know if he knew Travis was there or not. That's the thing. So I say has to be on Travis.
Uh, yeah, I don't think I would do. I don't know. It is on a straight. A 3-point penalty feels harsh just because of that move to the left. But then again, Travis is on the grass, so
Right. To be honest, I think Ursh just has no idea he's there. Like, the move to the left looks pretty natural. Like, he's going for the usual racing line.
only thing I will say is he should be getting a spotter call though. How much overlap is there? Like when does the overlap start?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, I would say on Travis, the overlap happens like right before he goes left, so
Yeah, like you said, it feels harsh, but I think 3 points, like, just putting yourself off the track and into the grass is just never a good idea. Nothing good ever comes from it. If the incident does happen, you're probably gonna be found out for.
yep.
Okay, next one, Steven. Feature race at 12. And contact and entry. I think Steven's a bit aggressive here.
Yeah.
This trajectory here.
It's almost too early for hot lapping, borderline.
Right. Looks like Steven isn't planning on giving a car's bit from the inside. And he's turning in just a bit too early. Like, we should be optimizing out here. We're turning in quite late, like this. So yeah, I think this one's on Steven. But because he spins himself basically, I don't think it's a penalty, maybe just a warning.
Yep.
Next one, we've got a couple from Logan. First one is feature race, lap 13. Norman. It's re-entry.
I do think more room could have been given there. Like we had enough grip to continue going right when we can see a car off in the dirt.
Right. And even though in an ideal world, Norman would have rejoined perfectly like this, cars can lose control. Drivers, in the heat of the moment, last lap, they might not realize you're there. So yeah, like there's if you have the grip to go to the inside, why not use it just to be safe? In terms of the actual rejoin, like Norman was a tiny bit out of control here. And I don't think he was accelerating particularly hard. Like his speed is pretty consistent. He only goes up 2 kilometers per hour. It's the nature of the corner and how he was
Also, nothing really. I mean, Logan loses a spot he probably would have gained, but again, I think that's mostly down to Logan not going more right. And we spoke about that in the pit party too, right? We basically said if it doesn't affect your race, like if you're gonna pass the guy anyways, it doesn't hurt just to leave a little bit of extra room because it could end your race as well.
Mm-hmm.
NFA?
Yeah, I'd say NFA. Next one, Logan, Ian, heat 1, lap 10. And it's a dive bomb, apparently. Seen a couple of them. Ian. Wouldn't necessarily call that a dive bomb. Like he was kind of there. He made his intentions clear. The question is the execution, really. That's look like Ian is gonna go a bit wide. I'm not sure.
think it was, again, best move to make, probably not, but it's not horrible.
Yeah, I think.
And it looks like Logan does recognize Ian's on his inside. You can see he opens up the steering wheel, just not enough or soon enough.
Right. I think, I might be mistaken, of course. It looks like Logan tried to send it, hoping Ian wouldn't have any overlap. But then Ian did get the overlap, and Logan had to try and open it up. Because Logan's line doesn't look like he's planning on leaving space at apex here. I think this is a reasonable line from Ian, to be honest. Like, I mean, we can see the two cars ahead side by side, right? This car's on the inside, this car's on the outside. Let's say, well, what happens to Ian? Anything more on Logan?
Yeah, can we see the result one more time? Yeah. I would be leaning towards some type of penalty for Logan there, just because it did end Ian's race. If it just pit maneuvered Logan and Logan went off track, then it'd obviously just be a warning.
Yeah, I'd say 2 points for Logan.
Yep.
I was right behind you. He's got a run. He makes his intentions clear. Relatively early. You should probably leave space on the inside. Whether you think he should go for it or not, that's a whole other question. Next one. A bunch from Dominicus. First one is in qualifying. Lap 8. Testing Matthew. I think it's just a mistake from Matthew, to be honest. Like, he doesn't mean to do anything wrong. Sure, probably could have just cut across here, but I think it'd be harsh to give a penalty for this.
Mm-hmm. It's not like also Dominicus makes a mistake here too, so he's already losing a bit of time.
Right. Okay. Heat 1, lap 7. Hit from behind. Dominicus is sideways. It looks like. I don't know, he's not sideways. This line is a little bit unpredictable, to be honest. Like, Dominicus, he's under the limit at this point. He manually drives up there to the point it looks like he might even go off track.
It looks to me like this is okay. I'm under the limit. I know I'm gonna have a slow exit, so let me get back to the racing line so a car can't pass me.
Right, but by this point it's a bit too late.
Agreed.
Yeah, from the zombies' point of view, like, the lane is there. Dominicus is under the limit, pointing this direction. Just go around the outside. Dominicus just cuts across a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything
Does anything? Yeah. What's the rejoin like from Dominicus?
It's
Okay.
fine.
Pretty good. Do we want to do like a point for the damage?
Um, I'm gonna give Dominicus the benefit of the doubt, just because he was a little bit out of control. Like he did get a tiny bit sideways. You know, he's probably catching his bearings with added cognitive load. I don't think he consciously tried to force that contact or block someone that hard. One point. Oh,
One.
I say give him the benefit of the doubt. Then say penalty anyway. What am I talking about? Next one is E2. Lap 1. 3 wide. There's Matthew.
Both going for the same.
Right, like they're both Dominica's, like Matthew's going right, Dominica's you're also going left. So I wouldn't really say the other driver is unaware if he's doing the same thing you are. And it's not like they went like whoop 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 whoop. Yeah, it's just more like converging lines. So I don't think any penalty is wanted here really.
Just racing.
Yeah. Next one, split 2, lap 9. Turn 1. This is the one. Yeah. Nozomi definitely going a little bit wide here of the apex. Because you know what we're going to say. Not optimizing the track on entry. Well, the entry is more up here. Optimize the entry. This probably doesn't happen. If the contact does happen, probably no consequences. But I don't think this is missing the apex enough to be a penalty to him. So
Yeah, it's like if we backed up like 5 frames from here, I would say, okay, there's definitely a penalty coming up for Nizami here. Or like a little more than that, just because it looks like Nizami's carrying way too much speed. But in the end, like it's like Kane said, it's not that wide from the apex.
like I
think the contact helps a little bit. I don't know, maybe a warning for Nizami or something.
Yeah, I think just a warning. Like in an ideal world, everybody would hit their apexes perfectly, but nobody's robots. A tire width or 2 isn't really a penalty worthy. The cornering speed was okay. The overall line was okay. It's just, margin for error. Stuff happens. Kind of racing. And then next one is same drivers, same lap, this double right hander. Blocking on the straights. Just following the trajectory of the track, right and then left. And Nozomi does leave the car's width at all times. Looking to me, what do you think?
I think it's more racing.
Yeah. Okay, next one, lap 5. Final corner. Final turn.
Like, I see why this was protested. It's a little tight on Nizam. Well, definitely not leaving a car's width, but Dominicus does lift, and like the tight line happens after Dominicus lifts. So it's like if you don't lift and something happens, then I don't know. I just
Right, like Dominicus, you lift right at this frame. At this point, like, we don't know if Nozomi is planning to give you space or not, or if their line, like Connor said, is in reaction to you lifting and then just taking it, get with it.
like we can't really penalize something that doesn't happen.
And that is it for split 2.
Okay, we're here in split 3. We've only got 2 more protests. First one is Heat 2, lap 9 with Andre and Philip. Yeah, it looks... Again, we've been talking about this for a while now. It's the track usage here on entry that really kills. It looks like Andre is on a trajectory to leave room. Again, that's an assumption. What I can say here is the 888 car is heading very straight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely I'd say 2 points.
Yep.
Next one, them drivers, feature race 4. Looks like really innocent bystander already. Andre gets caught up. So the question is, yeah, get a penalty. And I do think the answer might have to be yes.
And again, why does this incident happen? Right here. If this corner is already, I wouldn't say barely flat out in the MX5, but it's, where you still have to be precise. That track distance there means if you took that line, you would have to lift so much more. And this is why optimizing our line is not only the fastest thing to do, but it's the most predictable. We have to make the least amount of adjustments. And yeah, I think Pierre, this is unpredictable here at the apex.
Yeah, I think 2 points would be
Yep.
And that is it for this week.